Hey guys, welcome into Nightcap with RhinoMan. I'm your host, Tom, aka RhinoMan, and on tonight's episode, we're going to be. Let me take a step back. On tonight's episode, we're going to meet young, beautiful women, not girls, beautiful women that have a slot channel based in Vegas. We're going to find out all about them, how their journey began, and everything else. But first, as I do, three questions for you. First question is, what is one thing that you've had to overcome when you started your channel? Hey, think about it. We've all had to overcome things. I remember my biggest hurdle when I first started out was trying to figure out how to get the videos from this camera onto the computer so I could edit them because I wasn't familiar with editing or YouTube or anything. So that was one of my first biggest hurdles that I had to overcome when I started my channel. Question number two. What do you think of the niche you're in? I know a lot of you in here are in the gambling niche, scratcher niche, or whatever. What do you think of that niche? What do you think it's missing? What do you think that could be better about it? Just what do you think about your own niche? That's question number two. Question number three is, what would you like to see more of in your niche? In the gambling niche, I mean, you think about it, I know everybody says, oh, gambling niche or the slot niche is so saturated with a lot of different videos and people posting, but each channel has its own unique twist. What would you like to see more of from a slot channel or from a channel that's within your niche? That's question three. Those are questions to think about. And guys, please, anytime you want, please drop a comment, not necessarily in the chat, but in the comment field after the video. I would really like to see those answers to these questions, and maybe I could help you out, or maybe we could do some brainstorming and figure out some ideas ourselves. Okay, today's channel supporter. If you see the banner going across the bottom, Sky Slots. They were on an episode a few episodes ago of Nightcap with Rhino Man. Beautiful people. Hey, they did something amazing, and I want to give them a lot of credit for it. After the show last Saturday, they sent me $100 Amazon card that I could use towards my channel to help upgrade it a little bit, either get another camera, get another microphone, or just something to help me out. I really appreciate that. They're fantastic people. Loved having them on the show. Really appreciate it. Shout outs. I see a lot of people in here. I think I saw Shaka Slots. Let me go way back up to the top. Simmy Scratch and Ernie was the first one in the house. Thank you, bro. Really appreciate it. D Cross 707. Thank you for coming in. Sister Yoshi, of course, that's the channel manager right there. Really love it. Lily Slots, thank you for coming in. She's going to be on an upcoming episode at the end of this month. Brazen Slots, hey, I was in Vegas. Sorry I didn't reach out to you. I had my granddaughter. It was a quick turnaround. Not one of my better Vegas trips, but it was still a fun one. We got to eat at the buffet at Caesar's Palace. That was fantastic. Preston Thomas, hello. Goldie Slots, Shaka Slots, Becky A. Sorry I missed you at Yamava. I'll get together with you soon. If not at Yamava, I think maybe we could go out to Tachi, somewhere around where we could get together and meet you. Lucky Obsession, thank you for coming in. You know, the sponsor, Corona Extra. Masfina, I will be sucking it up pretty soon. CJ Gambling and Entertainment. Mama Yoshi, Connie, it's been a while. Thank you for coming in. Let's see who else we got here. I appreciate everybody that's in here that's spending a few minutes of their day with us. James Coupler, thank you guys for coming in. Really appreciate it. Ramsey Slots, appreciate you coming in. Anonymous, another one. I wanted to have shots with you this weekend. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but hey, next time. Okay, guys, we are coming into the bottom here. Everybody's in the chat. Let's bring these young ladies out and see what they have to say. Let's meet them. I've met them once at Rampart. They were in part of our event. Fantastic ladies. You guys got to meet them. Richard Martinez, thank you for coming in. Richard and Mary are in the house. Thank you. Hey, girls, how you doing?
Hey, how are you? We're doing well, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. As you can see, I got the title right in the banner across the top, the Vegas Sisters, not Vegas Sisters, as I did in the thumbnail. Sorry about that. I was
It's
pointed
not
that out by
his
not Mrs.
sister.
Rhino Man, but we got you here. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
So, hi, I am older sister. My name is Michelle.
And my name is Lee Moore. I am the younger sister. We are 2 years apart, so we're very close
Not
in
quite,
age, and we're very close
Together.
not quite 2 years apart, right?
Yeah, it's actually a year and 11 months to the specifics, but yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's pretty close to being twins.
Almost, almost. Michelle is actually in October, and I'm in September, so we're also.
And it's
super
funny,
close.
a lot of people ask us if we're twins, but we actually don't even see the resemblance.
Oh, I could definitely see the resemblance for sure.
Really, the funny thing is that we always tell people when they meet us is that Michelle is older, but I'm taller.
Yes. But Michelle, you're not very tall at all.
No, I'm not. I am 4'11", so I
Hey,
didn't even make it to 5 feet. Yep.
Yeah. To be
hey,
fair, I'm 5'1", and I'm the tallest in my family,
Yeah.
in our family.
hey, that says something. But as my mom used to always tell me, because all the way up until the 11th grade in high school, I was short. And I have a Filipino friend of mine, and he used to make fun of me the whole time. He used to be able to jump in the apartment building where we lived, and he used to be able to make the popcorn come off the ceiling. And I couldn't even jump up to reach it. But he would sing that song to me that short people got no reason. Short. I don't know if you guys know it. It's a song that says "Short people got no reason to live." It's an
Oh,
older
Oh,
song.
we always used to sing. I wish I was a little bit taller.
I wish I was a baller. I wish I was
That's so cool. But in the 11th grade, I actually shot up. So this,
You're pretty tall.
Yeah,
I
you are
mean,
tall. When we met you here in Vegas, you were like,
6
yeah,
feet.
yeah, I'm exactly 6 foot. So
oh,
Nice.
all the way up to the 11th grade, I think I was like 5'4". And
Really?
then the summer between the 11th grade and the 12th grade, I shot up to 6 foot, just under 6 foot. So I grew a
wow.
lot over that summer, and I was really awkward. And you know, I my knees hurt, everything hurt because I grew so much so fast.
That's a
Uh,
real growth spurt.
Yeah, I never hit one of those.
it might be coming still. You never know. And
You
when a
never
slot
know.
is in the house.
You never know. Miracles can happen.
Hey, you never know. But my mom used to always tell me dynamite comes in small packages
Oh,
because
that's true.
Yes,
That's
that
the
is
true.
very true. I am a
so
firecracker. If you meet me, I am a firecracker.
That's true. Out of
okay.
the both of us, Michelle definitely more firecracker than me.
Yeah.
So let's see. Cross 707. Thank you for the 19.9 super chat. Let's go. The Vegas sisters are
Thank
like
you.
family. They support me. Um, and I'm here to do the same. Hey, I appreciate that. The Good Life 88 is in the house too. Thank you for coming in. So where did you guys grow up at?
We grew up in Chicago, actually.
Yeah, we were both born in Chicago, and actually, luckily, not long after we lived there, we moved out of the cold
And we
and
moved to Miami, yeah.
sunny Florida.
Wow. So you moved from Chicago to Miami.
And then
Yes.
to Vegas. And then when we were here, we had a little separation time, but we came back together.
Yeah, we actually told ourselves after living in Chicago and experiencing the cold, sorry everyone who may live in the snow, we don't like it.
No way.
Vegas is a desert, but it gets pretty cold here too.
Yeah, but not Chicago cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does get cold, but for how long really? A couple of days, and then boom, it heats
Right.
back up.
Here it's
Um,
already pool weather, pool party
I know, we
season.
were at the pool yesterday.
Hey, Chris and Lou, Ramsey Slots is in the house. Chris and Lou Slots is in the house. Melvin Lopez, bro, I'm so sorry. I was only in Vegas for a couple of days. Sorry that I missed you over there. I would have loved to hang out with you at the Flamingo. However, it didn't work out. So, Chicago to Miami. How old were you when you guys were in Miami?
I think I was 15.
Yeah, I was 12. Michelle was like just
Oh,
about.
no. No, we're getting our timing wrong. That's when we moved to Vegas.
Oh yeah, sorry. When we moved to Miami from Chicago, Michelle was like 8.
I was 8 years old.
I was 6, and I actually remember a decent amount from Chicago, but
Yeah.
we lived
Oh,
in
so
Miami for a long time.
So you guys didn't get to experience the nightlife in Miami. So you were just kids there. Where did you guys go to high school?
Here in Vegas.
Here
actually.
in Vegas. Our dad actually currently lives in Miami, so Michelle and I and our other sister, we travel a lot. Yeah, we're 3. We travel a lot to Miami. So now that we're a little bit older, we get to go out a little bit more, but we
and
didn't
really experience Miami like for what it is. You know?
Okay. So you go visit. How often do you go visit Miami?
I'd say like 2-3 times a year.
If we're lucky. We try and go out some more, but we're so busy with everything, but we try as much as we can to make it out there.
Time, yeah.
Okay, so here's a question. How was it growing up together, being so close as sisters? Did you guys fight a lot? Did you guys...
Can I take this one?
Go ahead.
When we were little, I'll be honest, I was like the punching bag for everyone, but Michelle and I, we used to fight like crazy.
Our mom actually, she used to tell us, the more you fight, the closer you will be when you grow up. And that's actually what happened, which is really funny.
Exactly what happened.
We're inseparable.
There you go.
We used to fight a lot about clothes. Like she would find her clothes in my room. I would find jewelry or who knows what, and we would just fight.
Even if it was as simple as using the other person's phone charger.
Well, those are different things than growing up with me. I mean, the clothes and everything, but the phone charger, that's those are fighting things right there. If you can't charge that phone, you're in.
Exactly.
And then if someone takes a charger, usually they never bring it back.
Oh my God, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually used to fight, but even through those fights, we were still best friends. Then we just grew up to just not fight, and we stayed best friends.
Yeah, I would say we started getting really close in high school when I got a little bit older, and Michelle was just going to be graduating. That's when we got super close.
Yeah.
So in high school, you guys mentioned high school. So how was, hey, the slot drops in the house. Thank you for coming in. So how was it in high school? Tell me, because one of you is like a year up a class, right?
2 years.
2 years.
Two classes.
Yeah. So what I would say was actually pretty good. We actually attended a really, really small school. It was a private school. So I think because it was so small, everyone was just kind of friends with everybody. And it also allowed us to mingle with each other's friends, and everyone was just like one big group. So I would say
our mom also was a teacher there, so we would see her a lot, and everyone knew us, our family. So I guess it was like not like a typical high school experience. We didn't even have a football team.
Yeah, my graduating class was 28 people, if that kind of gives you an idea. Like my whole grade was 28 people.
My graduating class was 1,500 people. So yeah,
it's bigger than the entire school K through 8.
That was bigger, even the babies included. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it was a huge public school that I went to. So yeah.
Sometimes I got that kind of experience in high school, but
so you didn't get that thing from the other teachers in the classrooms. Oh, you're nothing like your sister. Your sister was so good. Or
we got that a lot, actually. For those of you who know us, I'm not like I don't like school so much. I don't like to go and do homework and just sit there and listen. Like I start to get kind of antsy. So
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan either, but out of the two of us, I definitely was more of the
the nerdy one.
I guess the better student and the teacher's pet. But I never really studied, and luckily I was able just to somehow.
Yeah, she doesn't have to study, and she can just go take a test and she'll be fine. For me, I have to study, didn't want to study, I don't know what went on in high school.
Yeah.
I was just trying to live and get through it.
Yeah. So when the teachers had Michelle, it was like okay, and then they had me, and they were like, "Wow, you're doing better than your sister."
Okay, I see how that goes. Okay, so here's a question for you guys. We're going to have a couple more questions, and then we're going to get onto your channel. But here's one for both of you. Say something that you like a lot about your sister and something that drives you crazy.
Who should go first?
I could go first.
Go.
Well, to be honest, Michelle and I, we lived together at one point, and we kind of learned how to be together, live together, and I love everything about her. But one thing that can sometimes drive me crazy is Michelle has a very short fuse. If one thing will tick her off, that's it.
Yeah, the whole world will hear about it.
Uh-oh.
Your turn.
I also love everything about you. I think that you are very, very sweet and such an amazing woman.
Thank you.
But sometimes, girl, you could be so lazy, and you can just tell me like, well, you do this, you do that, and you're just not doing anything. As long as I'm doing it and it's getting done, you don't have to move a finger.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
hey.
She'll do it. She'll take care of it.
The Gambler After Dark is in the house. Hey, Gambler. Look at these pretty ladies right here.
Thank you.
Awesome. If you guys get a chance, pick his brain. He will help you out without a doubt.
Thank you.
Okay, so we got a couple more questions here. What do you guys do in Vegas? You guys live there. You've lived there part of your life. You know, a lot of us come there just to visit for a few days, maybe a week, hopefully a month, but it never happens that way. But what do you guys do there on a day-to-day?
Yeah, so Michelle and I, luckily, we know someone who has a lot of retail shops in the hotels on the Strip. So we actually manage a jewelry and cosmetic store that we go.
It's more like health and wellness and just kind of bettering yourself. So we manage that here on the Strip.
And we work together, which is fun also.
We do work together, actually. So not only do we work together, we play together. Our dogs are best friends.
And everything
is just together.
And I don't know if anyone has seen, but maybe a year and a half ago, I started a charcuterie business here in Vegas, which I posted on the story a couple times. We do grazing tables for large events and corporate events. It's awesome.
Yep. So
now that's awesome. You girls, do you have a social media platform for that business?
Yeah, definitely. There's a website, Instagram, there's everything. What else? Facebook that you could look, TikTok even.
We can link the name down below if you want, but the username is Boards and Bordeaux.
Yeah, Boards and Bordeaux. It's a little bit hard to spell, but I'll tag it in our story on Instagram. Please
do. Florida Claimers Ted, thank you for coming in. Yeah, tag it, put your links, whatever you want to do. Go ahead and do that. That's awesome. And how long have you been doing that?
So that actually started during the pandemic. Unfortunately, both of us weren't working for a couple months. Everything was closed here in Vegas. It was like a nightmare.
You could hear a pin drop on the floor. Like you guys, you come to Vegas and you guys see like a different side, the party, the Strip,
the Luxor light,
the vacation, so we also see like the local side of it. And wow, Vegas was a ghost town during the pandemic. It was insane.
I have to tell you, I am a fan of the ghost town. I went during COVID. I absolutely loved it. I had a private casino.
Where did you stay?
Yeah, where did you stay?
I stayed when they first started opening back up, they would only open certain hotels for a couple of days, like the weekends or a couple of days. But normally I stayed at the Caesars properties because I got comp at Caesars properties, and I would stay either at Paris or any of the ones that opened up, and it was like you said, a ghost town. I could walk from machine to machine and just it was like my own private casino. I loved it. It.
That's true. For us, I guess maybe because we need, tourism here, it was kind of a different time, but you would walk on the street and it would just be black. No rooms, nothing was open. It was crazy.
To be honest, it was nice for certain things that we did, not to have so many people. You're able to get things, quickly. You could do everything just so much faster. So that was kind of nice. You weren't crowded. But yeah, after some time, it's like, wow, I really want Vegas to go back to normal. So it's nice how we bounced back, in my
I just
opinion.
don't like. I don't. Recently, the crowds have been terrible. But hold on, real quick. Not Mrs. Rhino Man says she loved it as well. And I have a question from Sister Yoshi. Please
Yeah.
talk about your artwork.
Oh, that is so nice. I don't know if you guys see, I actually have one of my paintings up in the back. Painting is actually something that allowed me to express myself, not only emotionally, but also just, you know, just things that I liked in life. I was able to really express it through my art, and it was just so nice because at one point people came to me and asked me like, "Wow, do you sell your stuff? Like, can we buy some stuff from you?" And it really just made like opened up a whole new world. So I love painting. I try to do it as much as I can. I am on a little break right now, but I hope to get back into it once I find a little bit more time.
Hey,
I think Michelle is not saying enough, but she actually had a lot of commissioned pieces in the past, and we actually have people. One of our friends has multiple paintings in their house. It's beautiful what she does.
The
that's
biggest commissioned painting I think I did, it wasn't crazy, but it was like $1,000. So I think, hey, for someone who was just painting, in high school, it's not bad.
that is awesome. Hello,
Thank
Slot Sister. Thank you for coming in, guys.
Hey.
She's going up next, right after me. Um, let's see. Hello, Brazen. I told Rhino Man to wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. What did you say? I told Rhino Man to call you. I said no, kidding. Really, it was a quick turnaround. Yeah, I was going to call you, Brazen. Don't let her. Don't let her do that. Okay, so your artwork. Have you done anything social media wise for that?
Well, so I actually have an Instagram page for it. You guys will laugh at me, but I forgot the password, so I can't log in. But I'm gonna log in once I start making more pieces. But yeah, I do have an Instagram page for it. I also post pictures of it on our story randomly if you guys want to see. But I would love to paint you guys something if that's what you would want. I would love to do that.
A big slot machine.
A big jackpot money sign.
There you go. But the truth is, have you thought about doing some of that on YouTube? Some of your painting on YouTube?
I actually recorded. I did like a pour painting. You know how that's becoming more popular. If you guys have seen with like pouring paint in a cup and you just kind of let it
Yeah,
do
yeah.
its thing on top of a canvas. So I actually did that and I recorded it. And 30 minutes like into the I don't know why I didn't check my camera. It turns out I didn't even record the whole time. So I just was like, "Oh my God, you have to be kidding me right now." So that was pretty much my experience with that. But I would love to post on YouTube. Mostly with YouTube, we've been focusing on the slot machines and the gambling, but
Okay.
I would love to show my art. It's a passion of mine.
Hey, and that's one thing. We'll touch on that in a minute. And that was one of my questions. One of my next questions is, what hobbies do you girls have? Obviously, painting is yours, and the catering, that seems to be one of your hobbies as well, right?
I make paintings with paint, and she makes paintings with food. You have not met someone more talented with food than this girl. Really.
That's sweet. Well, one of my hobbies, honestly, I do like to cook. Our mom is an amazing cook.
Wow.
She has like the Middle Eastern hand, so we like to cook together. I personally don't have too many hobbies. I like to relax and sit by the
Back to the
pool.
lazy.
Back to the lazy. There you go. Back to the lazy.
Michelle will do it.
Yes,
Patricia will take care of
I
it.
like to just do the fun stuff. Even yesterday, Michelle and I went to Red Rock just for fun. I ended up falling asleep in the sun for like 3 hours.
Oh my God, I had to come and wake her up like, "Hey, like, where you going?"
Wait a minute. You fell asleep in the sun for 3 hours.
I did, but
And she
luckily
doesn't even show it.
we were by a cabana, so I was kind of shaded, but you could tell I'm very pale. I burn very fast in the sun.
We don't do well in the sun.
Well, that was my point. I had my granddaughter there for a couple of hours, and she looks like a lobster right now. I sprayed her down, but she
How old is
definitely looked like a lobster because she was in the sun for a little while.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
now here's a question. boyfriends, married, what?
Married.
Yes, I'm in a relationship as well. My boyfriend and I have been together for almost 3 years. In May, this upcoming month, we'll be together 3 years.
And I got
Yeah.
married last February. So yeah.
That's great. So
And
how
we
long did you know your boyfriend before you or your husband before you got married?
We got married after 3 years of knowing each other.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Gamblers Unknown is in the house. Thank you for coming in, girls. If you need artwork or well, obviously you got an artist there. But if you need help with logos, designs, or anything, reach out to him. He's always willing to help anybody out.
We
Um,
would love that. We actually do need assistance because I could paint on a canvas, but then when it comes to doing it on the computer, I don't know where to begin.
Yeah, we're not too social media savvy, but we are learning. So slowly, as we get the habit, we'll hopefully be pros.
I'd say our growth on Instagram is the most impressive.
Okay, so now let's get into your channel.
Yes.
What made you guys start? Hold on. Before I get there, let's go back to the 3 questions I asked everybody at the beginning of the show. And this is the number one question. What is the one thing that you've had to overcome in starting your channel?
Ooh, I feel like we've had to overcome a few things, actually. Okay. I feel like because we are a little bit on the younger end, maybe 2 females, I don't know. I feel like just and everyone in the slot community is so welcoming and so loving, but I feel like we've also had to overcome some of like the weird looks, like, oh, how are these girls doing it, or like just kind of some of like the judgments, that people have told us. I think that's something that we had to overcome, just tell ourselves it's okay. Like, they're just kind of just saying stuff on the computer, but maybe they don't actually think that.
Yeah, we've gotten, a bunch of hate comments already, but we just don't care. I mean, if there's going to be hate, there's going to be obviously more people that are welcoming and loving in the end of the day.
Yeah, just develop that thick skin, because I can tell you right off the bat, I know what you guys are overcoming. One, you're young, you're beautiful, you're women, you're in a gambling niche which is dominated by males.
Yeah.
Not only males, but older males that have bankrolls, that have money to pour into machines and do it. So you're overcoming quite a bit starting out this channel and developing this channel. And if you could do the thick skin.
And back to your last point about, having the niche, Michelle and I always told ourselves that, we are, 2 young females. And at the end of the day, that is something different than a lot of the people that are playing, or just, so we said, we'll start recording and maybe we'll get some traction. And we were actually playing a long time before we started our channel.
I know at some point we were just like, wow, we should maybe be recording, what we're playing.
We were watching other people and we said, hey, I mean, we play anyway.
Might as well give it a chance.
Yeah, exactly. If you love doing it and you're recording it, and back to the painting passion, if you have a passion for something, and if you could put that on YouTube, that will transcend to everybody else. Your passion for what you're doing, sharing it with other people. It doesn't matter what obstacles are there. That's the only thing that matters, is that you're enjoying doing what you're doing.
So we do. I love painting. I would love to show people how I make my artwork. And gambling is something that's really fun for us. We've realized, like, wow, we love doing it. We play within our budget. Let's do it. Let's also record. Let's show people, I'm sure other people love to gamble too. Let's show them what it's all about, especially living here in Vegas. You get to see like a different side.
I don't know if you watch their channel, but Real Twinning Slots.
Yes.
Hey, you reach out to them. They're wonderful girls. They're wonderful ladies. I'm sorry, I do this, and she's gonna smack me when I go downstairs. They're beautiful ladies, just like you guys, and they'll be willing to help you out and help give you some guidance, because everything that you guys are going through, they've went through as well.
I'm sure they're gorgeous.
And you know, our grandma actually, she plays professional poker. She is always telling us like about it's always males, you know, giving you the looks. Like,
and she plays every year in the WSOP, so she's been in it for a while.
Yeah.
Wait! Back it up. She plays in the World Series of Poker.
Oh yeah, that's actually how we ended up in Vegas to begin with. Our grandma's a professional poker player.
Wait, you just buried you buried the lead right there. What's up with that? Grandma knows how to throw down on cards.
She plays actually video poker,
bets on horses, sports betting.
She is all of it.
Yeah.
She's a Vegas lady.
Wow. See,
it's true Vegas.
There goes your little hook right there. You should be recording with grandma.
Mm-hmm.
We will.
Girls and grandma or something like that.
She's really awesome.
She actually, like you said before, I mean, she has the bankroll, so she goes and she can just have fun.
Look, we don't have.
The note says grandma needs to have her own poker channel.
Yeah, grandma poker channel. She actually wanted to start a sports betting channel, but she was having some trouble getting. We tried to help her with YouTube, but you know.
Yeah, social media wasn't really for her, but she actually she's really smart, and so is her husband. They made like this sports betting platform thing just to kind of help you keep up with like all the wins, all the loses, just to kind of help you bet easier. So she wanted to also help other people to do that, but she couldn't figure out how to do it on social media.
Hey, reach out to me. I'll help you.
For sure. You can find her on Google.
Yeah, you could find her on Google.
For sure. So how many? I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic, girls, but I'm just curious. How far along has she gotten? Has she won any World Series of Pokers?
I think 3 years ago she came in. What was it? 40th place.
Okay.
She does really well, and she also participates in a lot of the tournaments at the Orleans and at the Rio. She actually wins. She has tournaments where she wins like 15 grand, 30 grand.
But what's nice is for some reason every year she doesn't have to pay for her seat. Like she gets her seat.
Entries. Well, she wins entries into the
yeah, there you go.
During the pandemic, she was doing online poker games just nonstop on the computer.
Because of her, actually, we get like sometimes free rooms, like at the Red Rock where we like to stay, or just like some cool stuff. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Right now in my head, I'm hearing Kenny Rogers. You gotta know when it's old. But that's so cool that you have grandma that's paved the way for you guys. So I obviously don't need to ask that question. Where did you guys get the gambling bug from?
Because, that's actually where I also got my painting skills from. My grandma is one of the most amazing painters I've ever seen. Yeah. She commissions her paintings too, but for a lot more money than me. But she's amazing. So the art and the poker, or not poker, and the gambling, I guess maybe came from her.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. That explains a lot, girls. That explains a lot.
It actually just clicked for us too.
I know, now that I'm like remembering when we were kids growing up in Chicago with our grandma and everyone, we would just see them playing poker, her and her friends, you know, and it was funny time.
Yeah. They also used to bet on the game Uno. What is the one where you have to put the little tiles together? Domino.
Okay, so now on to question 2 that I asked earlier. What do you think of the niche you're in? What do you think of the slot niche or gambling niche that you're in?
This one. So for us, obviously, we love gambling. We love to play slots. I think it could be very, very fun if you know how to limit yourself with money. Our grandma is a professional poker player. She's learned, how to do all this stuff, manage her money. But on the flip side, rest in peace, our grandfather actually lost everything he had to gambling. So I definitely think, there's 2 sides to it. I think it's amazing, awesome, super fun, but you definitely have to learn limits.
Okay, well, it sounds like you got both lessons there from both of your grandparents.
Yeah, it was weird. Like two people, same family, same everything, but completely different on how they look at gambling.
Brazen says, "Oh shoot, she plays Bones." Yeah, and I'll bet you, Brazen, I'm just saying, she probably slaps that down and says, "Tension, I must mention." Anyway, I love Bones. I love playing them. Not anonymous, but just Bones, because we call
Yeah.
anonymous
Your
Bones.
grandma loves you too,
And
Brazen.
also back to the last question, I think we're starting to see a lot more like female slot players or female just like players in general on Instagram and all of these platforms. So we're like getting in there and we'll slowly see how it goes. But
we've also been approached by, women while we play who didn't ever think about recording their plays or their wins or anything like that. And they're like, wow, like if you're doing it, maybe I should give it a chance. So it's nice that we can also help inspire people.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that's fantastic. I mean, look there's Sister Yoshi in here. There's Brazen. There's Slot Sister. There's Spanglish Slots. Thank you for coming in, Spanglish. There's a lot of good female slot channels that are coming out. YouTubers in general.
Yeah.
You guys are young. You guys are tech savvy. Well, to a point, tech savvy, meaning social media savvy. I'll bet you guys were on social media way back in elementary school.
I'm
sure. And that's something that you have going for you that a lot of the older people don't. And then Slot Sister says, who runs the world? Women.
Woo!
Yeah. Women, right.
you guys control. Behind every good man, there's a great woman. That's
a stronger woman. A stronger, smarter, more wise. I'm kidding.
For sure. But you know what? It's good to see that there are a lot of people a lot of women that are starting out and making this entrance into something that has primarily been male dominated. Lady Luck, I mean, look at that. She's way up there.
I was gonna say, I mean, she's killing it.
Yeah, she's killing it.
Yeah, but I'm sure I could guarantee you that she gets some haters that follow her and do the same thing that tell her you're playing with somebody else's money or whatever the case may be, just because there's haters out there, and it just grow the thick skin. If somebody leaves that kind of comment, well, thank you for watching. I enjoy it. Don't feed into it.
Our hate comments have actually been more about how we look, how we sound.
I know. And you know what? We're like, they hated, they comment, but they still watched it at the end of the day, and they probably watched it twice.
And liked it.
Mrs. Rhino says, beautiful young ladies and awesome energy.
Thank you guys.
You guys are so sweet, and everyone is so beautiful. Thank you for everything.
The slot community is amazing. I was telling Michelle a couple weeks ago, like the slot community is a lot more inviting than the cheese community, which I've been part of for a year or so now. But the slot community, everyone is so nice, and we've met a couple of you guys already. It's just thank you guys for welcoming us. It's been an amazing journey so far.
Yeah, the cheese industry is not very welcoming.
Hey, it's not easy being cheesy, for sure.
Right.
Anyway, so you started your channel. You guys are really new to starting your channel, even though you guys have been on Instagram, TikTok, and some other platforms, but YouTube is new for you.
YouTube, we've had our channel, I think, for maybe a month and a half or 2 months now. And the hardest challenge that we found so far is just, I guess, editing everything and getting it on time, because we both do obviously work full time and we're obviously trying to film content. So we're getting everything kind of balanced out, and we're excited. Our channel we love it.
Yeah, we want good quality, I guess, more over quantity in the videos. So I guess we always tell ourselves, okay, like we want to make time, we want to have this specific amount of time for editing, and then for some reason, like, I don't know, maybe it just didn't happen that day, or that's been our biggest challenge.
Okay, so I have a question for that. One is, do you have a set schedule for when you post?
No.
On Instagram, we do, and TikTok, we usually post every day. Just on YouTube, we have been trying to kind of do like a weekly video, but that's just been a little bit challenging for us in the beginning because
Instagram and TikTok, we have more of a schedule for that, but YouTube, for some reason, we have to prioritize a little bit more.
Just a lot more editing.
Yeah.
Okay. Becky, sorry, Sister Yoshi says, I'll have you share your biggest win story in a minute, but I want to get back to schedule for you. Do you guys have content in the bag already?
Yes.
Okay, so what I would do, I would carve out some time and schedule 2 or 3 weeks ahead. If you're going to post once a week, just schedule those videos once ahead, because you could go on YouTube and you could schedule them to drop at a specific time, a specific day. So take 2 or 3 weeks and schedule it for once a week to post. So that way you're on a set schedule. Everybody out there knows that you're going to be dropping a video on Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock, whenever you choose the time to be. The reason being is you have to look at YouTube as a TV channel, and they want to know what time the Vegas Sisters show starts. It's every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. It's going to be on. So that's just something to keep in the back of your mind. T-Town Gamblers in the house. She says, hello, Rhino Man. Hello, Vegas Sisters.
Hi.
Thank you for coming in. Okay, so now Sister Yoshi wants to know if you could tell the story of your biggest win.
Oh, so our biggest win, well, I guess this one was mine. We were down on Fremont Street, actually. That is where I used to, I guess, I don't know, I just used to play at Fremont Street a lot. I was at the Golden Gate, and I had a $60 voucher on me. I ended up putting it into the Buffalo machine, brought that $60 up to $200, took that $200. Oh, hello, babies. I took that $200 and I put it into a dancing drums machine, and $20,000 came out.
$20,000. But let me ask you, how old were you when you did that?
That was like 2 years ago, I think. So I was 23, 20. No. I was like, I think almost 23.
Okay.
And actually, Michelle and I, the other, I would say maybe a couple weeks ago or months ago, we actually had a pretty good night, over $12,000 won in jackpots total. So it was on different machines, but it was pretty nice win overall.
I think I saw some of that on High Stakes.
Yes, that's our favorite machine.
You are going crazy, doggy.
Yes, I did see that. So are those are they related?
They are. Well, they're, I guess, brothers by us, but not blood or not litter related.
This one is mine.
This one does something funny with his arms. Let's see if he'll do it. Let's see.
Doobie, say hi. Say hi.
Look at that. He does the little praying thing.
I know he does it. Hold on, let's see.
He just did it.
You want it? You want it? I don't know. He's focused on something else.
He'll do it.
Those are your babies. I don't even have to ask, dogs or cats.
Dogs for sure.
And our mom has a huge one.
I have them both right here. Well, I have my cat right here, but my dogs are downstairs. I have a Shepherd Doberman mix that's 170 pounds. He's my big boy. And then I have a Lab Border Collie that's about 95. There he goes, doing the swimming thing.
He's so funny.
If you guys know why he does that, that would be.
I know, he's been doing it ever since he's a baby.
Oh, really? He thinks he's swimming. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, so the channel. What made you guys? Well, we answered the what made you guys start the channel, and we know it came from your grandma. But what have you learned so far on YouTube as far as with your channel going?
So I guess um like have we learned like how to what in a different way to play at the casino, or like
If
videos?
if somebody said, "Wow, I like that you guys started a channel. What do I have to do?"
So the first thing we would honestly say, and what we learned from YouTube, is thumbnails are so important.
Yeah.
In the beginning, we didn't really realize the importance of making a good thumbnail. But I guess that's one of the first things we would tell someone, is have a good thumbnail, because people will press on it if they see it, and they'll just watch some of the video if it's good.
I've also learned that it's good to be a little bit different. You know, there are a lot of slot channels and everyone is amazing. Everyone has amazing content. But then if you constantly have, you know, just videos of slot machines and you don't change it up a little bit, it's just kind of the same thing all the time. So just try and stand out, you know, have a little bit of a difference to you.
Exactly. Shaka Slots answered the question for you. What your dog was doing when he was doing that? Trying to press the spin button.
Oh my God, he's trying to tap the button.
Can I actually say we've taken him to the casino?
He's gambled with us and he's actually tapped the button.
He's done celebrity shot.
Hey, you got to get that on film.
He actually has his own Instagram page. It's Doobie1017 for everyone who wants to follow. Yeah, he's pretty famous on TikTok.
Thank you, The Good Life 88. Really appreciate it. Okay, so let's see here. What do you want to do with your channel? Do you want to continue? I see you guys got some good ideas, getting the dogs involved. You guys are sisters. What do you want to do with your channel? Where do you anticipate? Because when you start out one way, and then you end up taking directions a different way. So, do you guys have plans? Uh-oh. Did I? Hello. Um, hold on. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. We're working through them. There we go.
Oh, it's good?
Yeah, I can hear you now, I think.
So, perfect. So Michelle and I, we actually have talked about this before, and we have kind of come to the agreement that we want our page to be a lot of gambling, but also a lot of Vegas stuff, things you could do around town, hotel rooms, restaurants, stuff like that. We actually have a video coming out soon of a suite at the Cosmo. So it's exciting.
Nice.
Yes, and we are excited because we do actually go out a lot to eat, to restaurants, even on the local side. So,
Okay. That is awesome. Okay, guys, I don't want to take this too long, but I do want to get into this speed round, and then I have a special question for you guys. So I'm going to throw out some words, and I want you guys to tell me who's better at it,
Okay.
or who's better at it, or who does it more. For instance, gambling. Who does more gambling? Well, oh, that's a both of us. Okay.
that's a both of us question.
To be honest, we really only gamble together. Like, we won't go by ourselves.
Yeah, and for anyone who maybe is wondering or whatever, Michelle and I actually come with the same amount. We match each other to play, so it's kind of like double.
Yeah, there's no person who puts in more, puts in less. We really do everything 50-50. I think with everything in our lives, at work and gambling, our dogs, like really everything is 50-50.
Okay, so that's a good point. Last night I had Slot Exotic on, and he said he started his channel with $5,000. 10 months ago, he started with $5,000, and he's been playing with that $5,000 for the past 10 months for his channel. Anything he records or whatever, if he wins, he puts it back to the channel. And I think now he's down to $1,200. So have you guys thought about starting out with a set amount and just keep rolling the money back into the channel, or?
I'll be honest, I feel like we don't like to limit ourselves in a certain way. I feel like if we have, the limit and the budget to play, we're just gonna go and play. And that's kind of more how we do it. Like, okay, we'll decide on a certain number or decide for how much time we don't want to play or how much we want to go for, and that's kind of just how we limit ourselves per time. So that like, let's say we want to go, tomorrow, we'll kind of just like limit ourselves for tomorrow, but it doesn't matter what's gonna happen in like a week.
And we also we just go and we enjoy playing, so we just kind of go for the fun, not for as much about thinking about everything else.
Obviously that. So that obviously works out. So you guys just do basically a sisters group pool.
Yeah, pretty
much. And we
also split it on who takes it on taxes, like win per win. If I took the last one, she'll take the next one. We just really like to split it up and be fair with each other.
Yeah.
Because we both work really hard. We're playing, with our own money. No one is like funding this for us. So even though people think that, but no, we really play with our own money. We work really hard for our money too. So we really allow ourselves to play with how much we can afford. What we tell ourselves is like, okay, how much are we okay with losing? Okay, so just in case we don't win something, it's like we already parted with the money, and that's kind of just like the mental psychology.
Yeah, we won't play with anything, of course, and this is number one rule, I think, for any gambler, is just not to play with
what you cannot afford. And honestly, come with a certain amount that you're willing to play with, not don't pull out more.
Okay, so we talked about gamblers. Sports, who's better?
Sports?
Yeah.
I would say both of us suck equally. I'm sorry.
We do not suck. We were swimmers for 15 years.
I know, but we're both not athletic at this point.
That's funny you mentioned that, because that's the next question. Who's a better swimmer?
So, okay, it depends. When I stopped training, she became better, but for a long time, I think maybe because I was older, I was better. And then I actually got injured. I got a shoulder injury. So I stopped completely, and she kicked my booty.
Well, okay. I don't know. Michelle and I think the extent of working out that we do is maybe go on like a couple mile walks with our dog, but we won't go like for a run or something like that.
I don't even remember the last time we were in a gym.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, who's funnier?
Oh my God, I think me.
I don't know. I think it depends who you ask.
Okay. So you both got jokes. That's good. Smarter.
We're both funny. We always tell ourselves like we're funny. And when we're together, we make each other laugh like crazy.
Wow, yeah, there's not another person who can make me laugh like she can make me laugh.
Obviously, she's got the inside scoop.
So we know everything about each other. So
I think also because we grew up, so close, we find things funny that other people sometimes don't understand, and it just makes us crack up even more because we get it.
Yeah, we'll tell you guys a little insider. Michelle and I have a song called Pie in the Toilet.
Oh my God.
That we made when we were little.
Okay, can we put the link to Instagram where that song's at?
We have to record it.
There's also a song about blue candy.
We're gonna need to see those for sure.
For everyone who doesn't know, I have an obsession with blue candy. I don't care about any other color, but blue sour candy, that is the way to my heart.
We love to sing also, but we're terrible singers.
Yeah, we're really bad singers.
So we're gonna see the Vegas Sisters karaoke.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that light.
Better lighting.
There you go. Okay, better dancer.
Oh, I would say me.
Okay. Who has the thicker skin?
Me.
Michelle, for sure.
Let me just tell you guys one thing. You can do whatever you want to me, say whatever you want. I don't care. But the second it comes to her, that's when like a switch goes off in my brain, and like no one can touch her.
So for me, if something happens, I'm very like, I would say maybe sensitive side. I get kind of like emotional kind of right away, but Michelle is
she'll cry and she'll shut down right away, and I'll be like, what'd you say? Like, come at me, say it again.
Michelle will hurt.
But I won't hurt physically because obviously I'm 4'11". What can I do? But I know how to use my words in a way where it's like, okay, you need to like relax.
Yeah.
Sister Yoshi wants to hear the song.
The pie in the toilet. Oh my god, I can't even sing the next part.
We have to sing the next part.
I farted on the
pie in the toilet.
This was made when we were like 5 years old, you guys.
Oh my
20
God.
years later.
I can't believe we sang that
On YouTube.
We're gonna be looking for that single to drop. Goldie Slaps is
Coming out
laughing.
soon.
We also have the blue candy.
Oh,
my
wow.
god.
That was funny.
We'll make a mixed album.
Okay, there you go.
Mixtape dropping June 1st. Stay tuned.
There you go. So who fights better? Okay, there you go. And last one, who cooks? Obviously,
Her.
yeah. Okay,
Listen,
now here is the last question I want to ask you guys. If you are stuck in a casino for a month, you're stuck in the casino, nobody else except one YouTube channel. Which channel would you want to be stuck in there with?
Oh, that is a hard one.
Is it someone that we have met or have not met?
It doesn't matter.
And
for why?
Me,
and
for
why?
Me personally, I would have to choose BC Slots, just because I really do like his energy. I think he's very funny. And
I was also going to say him because he's actually a big reason why we started our channel, because he lives here in Vegas.
No, he doesn't.
Or doesn't live here in Vegas, but sorry, plays here in Vegas a lot at the on Fremont, where I actually won the 20,000. He plays a lot at the Plaza. Yeah. So we were in El Cortez. So we were just like, wow, maybe we should try that.
And I also want to also say that people that we saw walking around in the hotels were wearing his merchandise, and we were like, oh my gosh, like we see this, we know this, people are buying it. So
imagine a Vegas Sisters shirt.
Hey, when is that coming out?
Soon.
Well, we want to do it. If people would be interested in them, we would love to. Hey, I was also thinking about something else, which I don't really want to say, but it's Vegas Sisters merch. So do keep an eye out for that.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. It is pretty small, but it is life-changing.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Hey, girls, I really appreciate you guys taking the time tonight and spending an hour of your life with me. It's amazing.
I know we could talk all night if we could.
All the questions, all the time. We love it. So.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love it. If my daughters got into a slot channel, they would be just like you guys. So
we would love to meet them one day.
They have the same type of personalities. Really appreciate you guys taking the time. Hold on real quick. If you guys don't know, Slot Sisters coming on at 7:15 with Level Up. Check her channel out. Thursday, I have Ashley Slots in the house. We're going to be doing another fun interview with Ashley Slots. If you don't know who she is, go check them out. Please, please, everybody, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe to the Vegas Sisters. Check them out. They're very fun. And share out their videos, share out this video, share out everything. Have a wonderful evening. Look at the doggies. He's getting ready to press the button.
Bye, boy.
Girls, thank you so much. Until next time, everybody, let the good times roll. We will see you then.
Definitely. Bye everyone. Thank you so much.